The Chicago Cubs win their 8th straight game with an overall solid performance, 7-2 on a Wednesday night at Wrigley Field. Hi everybody, my name is Steven Ryan and welcome to today's edition of Cubs Daily presented by FanArch. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you share your thoughts down below. Will we win number 9 later today? We're going to break down the game. We're going to talk about the game that happened last night and more. So like I said, the Cubs win 7-2. The Philadelphia Phillies tried to throw out an opener in this situation to kind of throw the Cubs off balance. Obviously, Taijuan Walker came in afterwards. Walker, notoriously this season, has had rough first innings, so they tried to mix it up with Kyle Backus. But Kyle Backus didn't give up any runs, but they did get to him early and got some traffic on the bases. Then Taijuan Walker came in, and that's when the Cubs offense really started to take care of business in that sense against them. Solid overall game offensively. I mean, did the Cubs leave opportunities at hand? Of course they did. But you saw a lot of good things from this team. Michael Busch got off the schneid, right? He hit a home run. Seiya Suzuki, back-to-back games with another home run. PCA, 3 for 4 this game. He only struck out once. 2 RBIs. It's what you love to see from this offense, right? Actually, they did score in the first. I apologize. They did get him for 1 in the first, 1 in the second, then 2 in the third, 2 in the fifth, and then 1 more in the 8th. And that was pretty much the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As on the pitching side, though, Matt Boyd came in and gave us 4 2/3. He wasn't too bad in this game. Obviously, a little rusty from, not starting, but I think Ben Brown did really, really well in this situation. He faced some tough batters that the Philadelphia Phillies, who may be struggling, but they're still really good players. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, those are really, really good baseball players, and Ben Brown took care of business. I believe he went 2 1/3, 5 Ks, no walks. He looked pretty solid in my opinion, pretty solid. So maybe, just maybe, something might be clicking for him. But my players for the game today are going to be both Pete Crow Armstrong and Seiya Suzuki. Shout out to Michael Busch as well. He had a couple hits. He got his first home run of the year. Seiya Suzuki looks a lot more comfortable now. It feels like it's clicking for him. Those are things you love to see from that main critical RBI position. PCA had a lot of good controlled swings tonight. He looked in place. He looked balanced, etc., etc. It's going to be ups and downs with PCA, but again, he looked really, really good tonight. And again, anything he can give us with that bat is just a very, very good plus for this team going forward. Now, I don't think he's going to end up batting 9th when it's all said and done, but either way, shout out to PCA and Seiya Suzuki, Michael Busch as well. The whole team really does a good job of kind of getting all into it offensively. But yeah, 2 hits for Suzuki and that RBI. PCA had 3 more hits as well, and the RBI. Ballesteros came in, he didn't come in, but in his 4th at bat he got a hit. Busch had 2 hits. Bregman 3 for 5 as well. Big hit, a triple that was off the top of the fence in that game. Nico, 1 for 5, not his greatest game, but again, we picked him up overall. Really, really good stuff. Ben Brown, 2 1/3, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. Corbin Martin threw an inning. He got the job done. Miller came in, and they walked it off on an ABS strike 3. So those are the 2 guys I'm going to say are the player of the game. If you guys have a different player of the game, please share your thoughts down below. Just before we are going to hop into Matthew Boyd and how I thought he looked in his return from the IL, just want to let everyone know that we are available on Apple Podcast. We are on Apple and Spotify for podcast versions of Cubs Daily. If you can't watch me on YouTube, you can head over there and check me out there. Listen to me in your car or wherever you may be. So, shout out to Matthew Boyd. He brings a lot of stability back to this rotation, which is what you like to see, right? For my whole head, I was thinking, all right, tomorrow's Jameson Taillon. Nope, tomorrow is Edward Cabrera. So we're going to have Edward Cabrera versus Christopher Sanchez. But again, Matthew Boyd kind of pushes down that line a little bit, which is exactly what you want to see in this situation. So 4 2/3, he threw 84 pitches. They did say the plan was to kind of use him on a lower pitch count. I don't know how low. 84 pitches seems like a solid amount. Not a lot, but a solid amount. Again, they're trying to ramp him back up. And then they wanted to have Ben Brown in and come for the rest of the game. Well, the combination of the 2 gave him 7 innings, which is excellent, especially for the way this team is hitting the ball offensively speaking. So, very rusty, but very solid. He didn't have a lot. He did give up the 2 runs in the top of the 2nd. Was that a 2-run homer? No, it's just a two RBI double, I believe, by Sosa and Crawford. So, or it's just two RBIs by hits. But either way, he really didn't seem like a lot of hard contact. But again, he was rusty, right? Like, he hadn't pitched in a few weeks. They sprinkled 9 hits. Matt Boyd gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. So, again, nothing great, nothing overwhelming, but very, very solid. And good to have him back in the rotation because this team absolutely needs it here going forward. It's going to get very, very tough down the stretch here. Again, not down the stretch, but this part of the schedule is tough. And again, the Cubs are doing an excellent job so far. But we're catching the Mets. We've caught the Phillies at very, very wrong times. The Mets just got off the schneid yesterday as well in terms of wins and losses. And we're going to LA this weekend for 3 against the Dodgers, who are just a machine. They're just rolling right now. But hey, before we head to LA for a matchup, we are going to have one more game at Wrigley Field, ladies and gentlemen. And Cubs go for the series sweep against Christopher Sanchez, the tall, mean left-hander. He's got some pretty gaudy numbers in the sense of, like, his ERA plus is 2.63. Never seen a number that high before. His whip is 1.27 something. It's not overwhelmingly great, but it's not horrible either. He's the ace as it sits right now for this Philadelphia Phillies rotation. They believe they're getting Zach Wheeler back on Saturday, but Cubs are sending their guy who they think could be the ace to the mound, and Edward Cabral, who does have some control issues at pitcher, but hey, he's got really, really good swing and miss stuff, and the Cubs are going to continue to monitor and develop him. But it's going to be an earlier game tomorrow, 1:20 Central Time on a Thursday. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be glorious. I'm curious to see how the Cubs were. That was the game I believe the Cubs lost. I believe that was the game the Cubs lost last week against the Phillies. The first one. They might have lost to Ranger Suarez. I don't recall 100%. But again, very, very good job for the Cubs to get this series win. Now we're going to battle against Christopher Sanchez. And yeah, we don't have a lot of great success. We got some guys. Ian Happ, he's hit a home run against him. Horner has gone yard. 1,000 OPS for Happ, 1,000 OPS for Kelly. Pair that with the fact that it's April 22nd. Suzuki over 1,000 OPS. Okay, so in minimal plate appearances against Christopher Sanchez, this team has found some success, which is what you love to see from them on that aspect. So again, they're probably going to be favored maybe again tomorrow. But again, it's so hard to sweep Major League Baseball teams. Whether you're playing the Rockies or the Phillies or anything of that nature, it is so damn tough to defeat them 4 games in a row. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts on the game yesterday were in the video, and I will see you all in the next one. We'll talk soon.